What's good? Welcome back to another Fortune Chronicles episode with your girl Tati Tarot. If you are new, welcome to my YouTube channel where I love to teach you spiritual tools and indigenous technology to help you create your dream reality. So if that is something that you are all about, give mama a like and subscribe and catch on, okay? Because I've got a lot of timeless evergreen videos here that teach you how to elevate your life and how to embody the identity of the version of yourself that has it all. So, welcome to my next episode of Fortune Chronicles. These are timeless, meaning that whenever you catch these episodes, it doesn't matter what date it is, there's a message here for you. But I'm particularly excited because I'm filming this right before the solar eclipse. I believe it's a solar eclipse, August 12th. And a lot of people are feeling the changes already. So I'm just excited to hear what Spirit has to say. If you're watching this, you definitely want to tune into all of the elements. You want to tune into the general reading, your earth sign elements, air, water, and fire to get the full effect. Next, on Sunday, August 23rd, I am hosting a free webinar. Don't say I've never done anything, y'all. I love teaching and sharing. You're going to want to be there on Sunday. The link is down below to sign up for the free webinar and to get the link. But it's called Read Yourself to Filth 3.0. Create your dream reality through tarot in 3 months. And so I love this because I utilize tarot divination not as a tool for prediction, but rather as a tool to help us discern what identity are we embodying on a day-to-day basis that's either getting us closer to our desires or it's opening up the paths in conjunction or in the opposite of our desires, basically. We're going to, in this free webinar, learn how to read tarot, to recognize our patterns, right? Nervous system regulation, identity embodiment, timeline jumping, and doing all these things with tarot. It is a free webinar. If you can't make it, you'll get the recording. Sign up below, share with a friend. You've got 2 Sundays to make it, okay? There will be a juicy offer in the live, so you definitely want to catch that. But let's just jump right in to the general reading. And hold on, my little one's been playing with my deck, so it is a hot mess express. Let me just get into this. So Great Spirit, what is the general message in store for everyone that is watching? What is the general message you want us to know at this time? Okay, let me chow what this girl did. Okay, so let's get to it. What is the general message in store for us? What is the general message that we need to hear at this time? Spirit, what is the general message for every sign, every placement? Okay, you saw how that card flew out. The Hangman, child, what is an accompanying message with this? So the Hangman advises us to release, to let go of what we anticipate is going to happen and really just kind of allow, for lack of a better word, Jesus to take the wheel, the universe to take the wheel, God is creator, your higher self to take the wheel. There is something about this card that is about relinquishing control, meaning that chances are you already know what the steps you need to take are. You already know what's going to come in the future. You already know what you need to do next. You already know the answer to your question. And it all is all contingent on you just letting go. Letting go. And that means like you're just going to surrender to what shows up in the moment moment to moment. You're not going to try to control the situation. You're not going to try to work your brain to devise some options and choices for you. Like, you're just sending out a clear signal of what it is I want. Universe, bring it to me. I'm going to get out of the way. I'm not going to analyze and use my logical faculties to try to micromanage, control, figure things out. I trust in the momentum and the flow of the universe and in the momentum and the flow of myself to bring me in alignment to that desire. I know that the sequence of events from here on in, everything that is unfolding in my 3D is all bringing me close to my desire. I just need to kind of let go. Okay. And so the hangman is more about not dwelling on things that have you in some sort of control freak mode. Really just with optimistic curiosity and the lens of like a beginner's mind, allow yourself to live life knowing that as things unfold in the moment, you'll know what you need to do when you need to do it. You'll hear the signs, the prompts, the intuition. You'll know if you need to turn left, you're going to turn left. You know if you need to stop, you need to stop. If you need to rest, you need to rest. If you need to shut your brain off, you're going to shut your brain off. If you need to take action, you'll take action. You'll know you'll need to do. And so this card is really, and I think I might have mentioned this last week or in my last Fortune's Chronicles, you can go back and visit that. It's about having faith. It's like up leveling your ability to have faith in yourself. The hangman, the reason why he's hanging is because there is some sort of apprehension, there is some sort of fear, there's some sort of hesitation. If I let myself go, if I go in the flow, if I go in the direction of where I feel like I need to be going and doing these things, then what if X, Y, and Z happens? Like, what if I'm wrong? What if this happens? Like, you guys are summarizing and creating worst case scenarios that don't exist, which means that you're creating a prophecy that you do not prefer, which means you're doing witchcraft onto yourself. And it's not good witchcraft, okay? It's if I can conceptualize and activate my imagination, what you're doing subconsciously with your mind closed is you're activating your imagination against yourself versus in favor of yourself. Hangman says, listen, you really don't know what's going to happen 2 days from now, 2 hours from now, 1 hour from now, 10 minutes from now, okay? The best thing you can do is carry that inner confidence, carry that inner competence, carry that inner knowing that when I get to that fucking time, space, whatever, I know what I'm going to need to do. I'm not going to be in that time space with like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I got to figure this out. It's already figured out for you. All you got to do is follow the breadcrumbs. And sometimes that's very uneventful. Sometimes the breadcrumbs is like, bitch, just sit down and take a nap, sleep, read something, drink something, eat, nourish your body. Not everything is action, 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 go, go, go. And so this time, the universe and spirit is really banking on you to not only trust yourself, but to trust it, to develop a gentle, loving relationship where the creator, you being the creator of your reality and co-creation with the greater scheme of things, the greater creator, y'all both trust in each other, right? It is a tango. It's a tango where you trust that your partner knows how to lead and you know how to follow, right? And your job is to follow, right? You gave the cues to your partner, the greater spirit, saying, this is what I want. Okay, that's your cue. This is what I want. So I need you to now download the steps for you to then lead me, and then I will follow the steps. Y'all cannot listen and pay attention to what those steps are if you are assuming the position and the role of the leader. You're not to be a leader right now. You already did your leadership shit because you said, this is what I want. Okay, you said it with clarity, you said it with conviction, you said it with detail. Okay, now you just follow. Okay, get off that stick, get off that tree, and start following where your heart, where your resonance takes you. What do I want to do next? What feels exciting for me in this moment? What's opening up for me in this moment, right? Just like, wow, like a kid that doesn't know, because we don't know anything. We don't know what's going to happen next. We can only just live and then react to what is transpiring around us, give it the preferred meaning that we desire, and react to that, hopefully good reactions in the present moment. So I really do feel the hangman is like um surrendering, flowing. It's the I got you. I got you. You have to trust that I've got you. And if you don't trust that I've got you, you're going to you're going to prolong the arrival of your desire. You're going to prolong the arrival of your transformation or whatever. Okay? This is beautiful because it's really kind of tongue in cheek saying you already have what you want. Can you get out of your own way so that it can find you? Okay? It's already here. It just needs to find you. Your energy and its energy need to find each other like a magnet. But if there's something in between the magnets, the current is not going to be a direct pull for them. And right now it's saying there's nothing in between the magnets except for your own logic. It's like your logic is like, why? When? Why isn't this happening? When is it going to come? Why is it taking me so long? Why? How do I do this? And it's like, that is really not your job. We also had another card fly out just now, just for clarity, and it is the Ten of Cups, which is securing a sense of inner peace, a sense of happiness, a sense of bliss. Sacred union. I mean, we're still on this theme from last week where I briefly mentioned that this could be a time of partnering up with soulmates and love partnerships. And even if that's like yourself, right? Even if that's a new person, even if that's like, oh my God, it's my business partner, or this is my friend's soulmate, or there is a lot of deep, profound, transformative love that's here for you, but also wellness in all forms, like a deep sense of gratitude that things are unfolding not as you would expect it to, but really it could not unfold in any other way. It really is unfolding in your favor. And I think in retrospect, once you're at the final end of the pot of gold, once you get the pot of gold, when you think back about the journey that has taken you to get to this pot of gold, you're like, there's no way it could have happened any other way, right? And that road block was actually a blessing in disguise. That person in my life was actually a blessing in disguise. Me not being able to channel those ideas at that time actually led me to do this, which got me there, which got me here, which got me to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This is also a lot of support from the spirit realm. It's almost like the spirit realm is saying this could be a very unpredictable, scary time. You need to rely more on your spirit, your non-physical aspect than the ego, the character, the physical component, the avatar, the logical mind. You need to kind of believe in fairies and mermaids in the unseen and know that we have your back while we are guiding you, while you decide to say, okay, I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to be the truth that I'm seeking. I'm going to be the path that I'm seeking, whatever. I am going to go in the direction of my highest excitement. I don't know how this is going to unfold, but they've got you. So really a super amazing bonding moment with your spirit team, with your own spirit too. I would suspect that you're going to learn a lot about what scares you and what motivates you and what gets you to create, because I do feel like this is a very, very deep, fertile time of creation. You could be creating new families, new babies. You could be creating a new creative project, a new identity where it's like, that's the old me. The old me was shy. The old me was self deprecating. The old me was shitting on themselves daily. The new me, unstoppable, per, who is she? Can't recognize her anymore. Like, loves to be seen, downloads creative ideas nonstop, is an inspiration to many, whatever, right? So I do feel like this is a very fertile time for creativity. Spirit has your back. Do you trust that spirit has your back? That's the question. So let's go into air signs. I'm feeling air, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Don't forget to sign up for my free webinar, Read Yourself to Filth 3.0, link down below. You want to catch it. You want to be able to learn tarot in a new way that gets you to keep track of your patterns. Are you in alignment with the identity that you wish to embody? Are you not? All of that and more on Sunday, August 23rd. Link down below. Air sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Air signs, you guys are getting the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Flashbacks of the past. And flash memories of the future. I love this definition. Somebody had mentioned, I don't remember where. It's probably all over TikTok and YouTube. Somebody mentioned that in essence, you have this desire because it is a memory of the timeline in which you already hold the desire. So it's not like you're away from that desire. You are the embodiment of the whole quantum field, and you are simply selecting through the power of your awareness which timeline you want to live in, through your attention, through your preferences, through your beliefs. That is what creates the timeline that you're in. And because you have these things called desires, even if you think they're quote unquote far-fetched, they're not. They're representations of what you're meant to have and what you're meant to what's meant to kind of come into your field, right? So with the Two of Wands, I do suspect that there's going to be a lot of desires coming to the surface. A lot of desires coming to the surface, and the belief that you can actually attain them. I mean, you have them already. Check out my reality creation playlist videos for more tutorials on that and an explanation as to why you already have your desires. But you have them already, and this is almost like you see your future. You see what your future it holds, and you know that you're in the ¿cómo se dice, coño? The momentum of going towards your preferred timeline and your desires. You know this. So I'm not getting with you guys air signs that it's like, oh, it's not here yet. I don't have it here. Blah, blah, blah. This is very much, that's all Raven. You're going to be getting glimpses of the future, maybe glimpses of future lovers, children, projects, money, the body, things that people are telling you, areas that you're gonna visit and live in. Maybe you're gonna be on some Octavia Butler shit, hopefully on a higher timeline than the doom and gloom child. But you're gonna be seeing things, right? And it just gives a very heightened sense of sensitivity and psychic inclination and intuitive functions. Um, and there's something about the energy of the card where it's like, and this can happen. Maybe I would say pay attention to what's going on in your fields. I should have that on a fucking shirt because I say that all the time. Pay attention to what's going on in your field, air signs, because you could have people serendipitously come into your field, your life, right? You're walking. Let's say you're walking down Times Square, Central Park. Somebody bumps into you, and they have a random conversation with you. These things are not random. There's either a message there that you were supposed to relate to that person that's just going to come out naturally and intuitively, or vice versa. So there could be things that from people that you meet or encounter from this time now on in, that somebody's going to say something and it's going to kind of get your spidey senses going. It could be a book recommendation. It could be a phrase. It could just be an experience. And in the moment, spirit could be like, oh, share what you did when this happened. Share this book. Or listen to this person because they have like medicinal antidote for you at this time. Or maybe this person's like, oh yeah, and I took a class with Tatiana. Mm. Or maybe this person was like, "Yeah, I read this book, I saw this movie, oh, I'm starting this project where I'm drawing landscapes or whatever," and you're like, "Maybe that's what I need to do." Like I resonate with that, or maybe I need to read this book, Women Who Run with Wolves, or whatever. Right? It's going to be very organic. It's not going to be planned out. It's going to be like you're living your life, and then people are coming. Like, you can have a conversation with a girlfriend on the phone. You can unexpectedly meet somebody at an event. You can just read a comment in social media and not realize that it actually pertains to you, or you hold a key that that person needs. You're going to share it with them, right? Very auspicious spiritual messages, futuristic messages. Maybe you want to get into Afrofuturism, do some meditations, do some Akashic record play, tap into your future self and see what that future self sees, receive the codes from that future self, write it down. All of these things. So it could be a very woo woo time for you, air signs. I also think that it would be a great celebratory time for you who is perceiving the future to also kind of give yourself a pat in the back and um do something loving for yourself. I mean, Venus is in Libra, which is my home sign. My Venus is in Libra too. And I love all things lush. I love all things luxury. I love all things beauty, sensuality, um, just everything. Everything bougie. And so I say that to say, because the placement is the same right now, it could be very good idea for you to spoil yourself while thinking about how far you've come, right? And like how far your journey has come from. God knows where you were in the beginning to what you have learned, what you've adapted in this level of consciousness you're embodying now. And like celebrate yourself, reward yourself, uplift yourself, and spoil yourself, right? So that's a great thing for you guys to do. Okay, so let's move into fire. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Fire just flew out. Okay, fire signs. Definitely sign up for my Read Yourself to Filth 3.0 free webinar on Sunday the 23rd. You don't want to miss it. Link down below. Fire signs, you guys are getting the Eight of Pentacles. That flew out. I love how they're doing the work for me. And so what I am receiving is that a lot of purposeful work is being downloaded through you. What that means is your calling is now coming up to the surface. What you've been assigned to do in this timeline on this planet is coming up to the surface. Your next steps are coming up to the surface. There is some sort of engagement in a long term project or commitment that by the end of it, it's going to be like this lifelong accomplishment made successful. But it could be like you need to enroll in university again. You need to start a business. You need to fine tune your business. You need to release a project or a product. You need to start a podcast. You need to write a book. You need to sign up for those cooking classes. You need to finally start your YouTube channel, start your blog, get into brand partnerships, go pitch somebody, go do a mastermind and a network with someone. There's a lot of kind of busy activity that leads up to some sort of long term desire and this long term intention that you have. And you're working intentionally and very, very, go drink some water, Z. You're working very steadfast on it, so to speak, right? So the Eight of Pentacles also brings in money. I think it's going to be a busy time for you, fire signs. I think you're going to feel inspired. You're going to feel clear on your vision. And like I said, you're going to know what the next steps are and you're going to kind of be hustling. You're going to be grinding. I really do feel perhaps that with this eclipse that is coming up, it's going to change a lot for you guys. It's going to change the way you work, the way you perceive work, how you juggle one thing from the next. You're going to feel very useful. You're going to feel very much like you've got a spark, a fire up your ass and you can't stop. And it's not going to be like burnout. It's not going to be like you're overworking yourself. It's just really like I'm on my shit. I'm on my shit. I've got this project going on, and I've got that, and I've got this, and this is going to be released in December 2026. This one's jumping up in March 2027. This is going to be launched there. And it's really kind of like really juicy, exciting stuff that fuels you, but you're on the grind. For my fire entrepreneurs, it could be time to hire a team member. It could be time to get an assistant, to get a designer, to level your skill sets and study something that is going to up level your business, right? Maybe get a certification or leverage AI, leverage a free design course somewhere with Adobe, leverage how to freaking edit your videos on YouTube. Whatever it is that you need to do, this is a time to up level and upgrade and grow. It is a time, remember the great lock in 2025? I feel like it's coming in now. This is giving great lock in energy, but like I know that if I lock in, I know I am going to go above and beyond my expectations and I know I'm going to get these results, right? So it is almost like turning a blind eye to the world and only focusing on the things that pour into you. And I feel like this can be also a very educational time in general. Just read the books that you love that are calling to you. Take the courses, take the classes, take my free webinar this Sunday, live, Sunday the 23rd. Link down below. Read Yourself to Filth 3.0. Take all the things, child. Listen to the podcast and really just fuel yourself up with valuable information that you can use to up level, upgrade, and glow up in all the ways. Even if that's like I'm going to sit my ass down, watch a YouTube tutorial on makeup or watch a YouTube tutorial on styling, right? Everything gets an upgrade. Why? Because it's like you're not, again, identity shift. I'm not who I used to be. This level of me likes things and requires things and is going to put in the work to get those things. But it's not work, right? It's this like healthy level of ambition that fuels you and you fuel it. Okay, so let's get into water signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, great spirit. What is the message for water signs? Water signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay, this is what we're doing. Ah, love it. 10 of Cups, harmony, bliss. Feeling like, oh my God, I'm finally getting all the things that I want. Water signs, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. This is alignment. This is spiritual alignment and this is emotional alignment, right? I also do feel on some level because it's aligning spiritually and emotionally means your mind is in the right frame of consciousness, right? It's all lining up. Check, 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 check. I do feel like there is a level of seriousness with you water signs than ever before. You're not entertaining something that brings no value or it just doesn't make sense in your life. You have raised your standards. You have raised the bar on yourself. That means it's almost like this era of luxury, this era of a new level of wealth, right? And I'm not just talking about financial wealth, but it's like, my friends are well endowed. They're spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. They are well resourced. We read the creme de la creme books. Like we know things. My clothing, creme de la creme. My diet, creme de la creme. My mindset, creme de la creme. I do not entertain things that are not worth my time and my energy. Why? Because I'm a goddess, creme de la creme, right? It's giving that. And as a result, I do feel like we're entering an era of bliss. It's like the golden era. I see a golden egg. I see a golden era, and the egg just keeps on breaking up and releasing like Super Mario coins. And then another egg inside of it breaks and it releases like hearts and love. And another egg releases and it's like chocolate cake. I don't know. So you get the analogy that it's like this endless overflow of goodness happening. I feel like a lot of y'all have tapped into what I like to call the void, the nothingness, the pure primordial energy of the goddess of creation, which in essence is like nothing but everything in and of itself. Even to personify it as nothing is still kind of labeling it as something, but it's pure infinite potential. And you have found that silver lining of how do I live in that space of hope and wonder while still um fine tuning and sending out specific commands and requests and desires and then getting out of the way. Wonderland. Life is a wonderland. Life is going to be quite magical. I think there has been some sort of upgrades to get you here, right? So maybe you're just coming out of a transition where your friends are looking different, your body's looking different, your health is looking different, your mind is looking different, maybe your home is looking different, but that is not the end all be all. Things are still going to level up to your preference, even above and beyond that. And you just have so much to give. You're really in a space of overflow, and living in a space of overflow is quite inspiring. This could be a time where you're meeting your match, you're meeting your divine soulmate, your lover, if you believe in that thing, or like you're really locking in with your soulmates and the people that like it's very much on the concept of Egbe, heavenly mates, this Yoruba concept, spiritual concept where you have these spirit beings in heaven that are your besties. They're your lovers, they're your friends, they're your mentors, they're your elders, and they incarnate in the physical realm as well. And you'll know them through your state of residence and work that you are to do together. And they're like your besties, your egg bays, right? They're here to support you, they're here to love and laugh with you, they're here to join you on your journey and support you on your journey, and vice versa. And so I feel like that's it. Like it's very much an egg based celebration for you guys. And yeah, so I feel like you guys are just on one. That's really beautiful to witness. Last but not least, let's get into earth signs. Great Spirit. Great Spirit. Earth, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do you have to tell earth signs? Hi, Chachi. You want to say hi? Come, say hi. Say hi to the people. It's okay. You don't have to be scared. Hi, papas. um, we're doing earth signs. You want to help? Earth, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is their message? Earth, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, baby, let me finish. You want so much attention. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. So we've got the King of Wands that flew out. Thanks to my cat, Chachi. Um, King of Wands for earth signs is this unstoppable energy, this passion, this inner conviction, this inner leader. It's meeting like a new level of leadership, you rising to the occasion, but you also being unapologetically yourself. You don't care about the opinions of others. You actually don't really give a fuck about what's going on. You just like, I have tunnel vision. I gotta get there. It's gotta find me. Nobody else matters. Unless you're gonna get me there too, nothing else matters. Right, Chachi? Right? Nothing else matters. And so there's a new era of you that's rising. There is a new level of performance, I guess you can say. Enhanced sexual energy, enhanced confidence, enhanced beauty, enhanced vision. You're like a visionary to the 10th degree. Um, Everything makes sense to you now. Like, it doesn't matter what people have to say about you, what people have to think about you. You're not thinking about them, but you know yourself, right? And so it's like, I don't really care. I'm gonna do all these things. And so with that comes with a new level of being unapologetically seen. Like, you're gonna say what you need to say, you're gonna do what you need to do, you're gonna apply for the things, you're gonna go for the things, you're gonna take action without over analyzing it and without being too heady. This could be also very, very passionate, a passionate time in your life, right? Could be the makings of a juicy, passionate love story, juicy sex life, or just even a juicy version of you where you're just, you know, all that, right? Um, I feel like if not now, then when? Like, if you've been holding back on initiating change in whatever form that is, now is the time to take action on it. I really do feel like that chain of events is going to be like a crescendo, a flow of effortlessness. I really do feel like is kind of giving Damon from House of Dragons. You know how Damon is always ready to square up? Damon knows what he needs to do. You don't need to tell Damon nothing. Like, he's just looking at everybody like, I don't understand why y'all don't understand why I need to be killing people, because that is just the most obvious thing that I need to be doing right now. And can you just give me the green light so I can do what I need to do? It's like, you're unstoppable. You don't give a flying fuck. You know what the next steps are. You're going to you want to get there peacefully, but if you need to go with in a conquest to take over, that's what you're going to do, right? It's this very unshakable fire energy that's overcoming you, earth signs, that I would say ride this momentum. It seems to be very, very long term. I would say at least until the end of the year. And I would say start making moves now for what it is that you want 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Cheeky, can you please drink some water? Damn. Yeah, that's not really working out for you. Anyway, with the King of Wands, um, I would say there's a lot of things that are fertile at this time that you need to take advantage of and not wait. Like, if you've been saying, like, I've always wanted to make a mixtape, or I always wanted to go to music school or whatever, do it now. Okay? That's just an example, but there it is. Okay, so thanks y'all so much. I'm going to see y'all next week. Join my free webinar, sign up for it, share it with a friend, and I'm going to see y'all there. Bye.